Ora bolas. Ui, é que apareceu ali uma cena bacana. Estou a divulgar. Quem estiver aí já na stream. Um bocadinho a divulgar. Aí, mano, vou já começar. Espera aí. Mano, a música de Dragon Ball ficou na minha cabeça. Isto é completamente injusto. Não tenho porcaria do Tomás. Foi aborto. Minha voz está boa. Minha voz está boa. E não está assim tão boa quanto eu pensei. Vamos lá ver. Ver aqui. Uma pessoa a assistir. Nice. Tá bom assim. Não? Tá. Alô? Boa tarde. Acho que está melhor. Vamos lá.
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
Pois isso também pergunto eu, minha amiga. Pessoal, só vou sair aqui do, do grupo. Pronto. Acho que está bom. Vamos ouvir. Bom dia. Olá. Tudo bem? Ok, a voz está boa, acho eu. Deixa-me lá ver. Ok, a voz está boa, acho eu. Tá ótima. Tá ótimo.
Well, since we want to go to the Jade, let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Andam dizendo que tu é o demónio. Sou nada, mano. Ah, pera, o personagem principal. Não me admira.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
Yep. É o caminho. Eu tenho quase certeza que é. Dora. Oh, uou. Toca, se puderes divulgar aí, eu agradeço. Se puderes, claro.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why?
Pois,
Or-
não devia. Yeah.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to... All right, let's follow your plan. Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Não, obrigado, não sou muito fã de morrer.
No. Paimon may...
Cadê a galera? Não sei, mano. Eu
Oh,
divulguei para
that's
todos,
right.
mas não estão cá. Só tu é que estás. Tu que és o guardião da minha stream.
Now that you
Só uma
mention it,
pergunta, a voz
we
está
could
boa
use
e
the
a voz,
Guizhong
tipo,
Ballista
o
to
som de
see if
fundo?
there's another way up nearby.
Só por curiosidade. Então temos que ir para ali. A voz está Mac. Está Mac o quê? Como assim está Mac? Aqueceu melhor o meu áudio. Isso... Não sei. Deixa-me ver uma coisa. Não, está ótimo. Como é que está bom, mano? Ah, ok. Obrigado. Eu estou a fazer a missão principal, que é a missão mais interessante do jogo. E eu acho que tu vais gostar. Ok. Eu acho, não tenho a certeza.
Halt!
Oh.
Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about?
Vamos, fadinha. Não é fadinha, ela é a Paimon.
We're invited guests.
Paimon.
What makes you think
Emergency
you can treat us
food.
like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad.
Tá
You,
chateada.
over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
E a
What?
Paimon tá chateada.
We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
Como é que é? Olá, Campos. Estou a fazer a missão principal.
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here...
Lá vamos nós lutar contra... Acho eu. Vamos. E nível 61.
One with my blade!
Bora! Melhor missão do jogo para mim. Eu também acho.
To arms! Attack!
From whence you came!
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Take the target alive!
Vai, o man é doido. Não. Sabes que é o Campos? Oh. É o Campos.
Spirit blade! Attack!
Oi?
Who goes there? Attack!
Insubordination by royal...
Twin blade!
Take the target alive!
Uma fadinha. Mano, eu já disse, a fadinha é Paimon. Já disse. Paimon é fadinha. Doido porquê? Depois eu também gostava de saber.
Bested!
Stop.
What's all
Ui.
this about?
Oh, olha quem é que chegou. A gostosa de Lily.
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the
Pai,
Lila
mas não é
Cheesing.
fadinha, é
Who
comida
are
de
you?
emergência. Exato. Uma gasosa, pois é, mano. Olha para aí. Oh.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Pois,
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the
É
Yuheng
Kuching.
of the Qixing.
é kitchen.
I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
Oh, pai,
The
mano, fala por
Guizhong
nós,
Ballista and
literalmente.
Tianheng These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti
Jogo doido.
mechanism is
Mano, o
quite
jogo
the
é
mystery,
incrível.
even
Literalmente.
to the Qixing.
That was...
Shhh, pai, mano, não te apliques.
Oh, right. So,
Tudo é doido
Lady
agora.
Yuheng,
Pouco,
might
um
you have
pouco.
any
E vais
idea
perceber
why
o porquê.
Just call me
Vais
Kuching.
perceber porquê.
I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the
Pois, os
Adepti.
adeptos.
They want to protect
Falámos,
Lila
pois.
as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimony.
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god.
Pois é.
Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work.
Fadinha
I'll say
doida.
it like it
Não é
is.
nada.
They're
A Pai
underestimating
Mano é um
us.
bocadinho crazy. Diz que só tem um a ver, mas tem dois. É verdade.
Well, you've got
Está
a
tudo
point
bugado.
there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Lila who...
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us,
Que
Qixing?
gostosa.
Forget it.
Blá, blá, blá.
I shouldn't speak of them this. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this Rex Lapis's death is indeed an
O
extraordinary
Rex Lapis não
circumstance.
morreu. O Rex
But
Lapis
to
é
think
o...
that they would call for a
Liang Li.
council of Adepti rather... How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the
Doideira.
Liyue Qixing don't want... I'll stop.
demora
You should
tanto
both be
tempo.
off to the Jade The cream of Li...
É, temos que ir para a câmara desejada, acho eu.
But, wait!
Mas
That's right.
nada.
Greeting gifts are a
Cala a
staple
boca.
of Lila's...
All right. You can decide. You didn't actually Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see... Oh, right!
Temos que ir ao...
Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Shoot, Paimon has a feeling... Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But let's go gather and...
Vamos recolher... Ai, mano. Que bosta! Pera, missão cumprida já? Ok. Bora. Vamos lá. Meus olhos estão doentes tanto. Imagino. Tu não tens mais nada para fazer na vida a não ser isso, né? Pensou? Não tens escola, não tens nada.
One was my plan. Very clean.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Corno. Não? Eu sou doido de... É isso. É isso. Nós acreditamos. Mano, este jogo é incrível. Adoro este jogo. Sinceramente.
Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one!
Demoro muito tempo a matá-lo.
Oz, reveal by...
É para matar mais um, né? Não morre. Tudo falso. Falso ou Fausto?
Huh? Is it just
Os bonecos vêm dar
Paimon?
like
Or
e
is there a
base.
sweet fragrance in the air?
É verdade.
Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from... Uh-oh.
Oh, ladrões de tesouro. Ah, uau, vamos morrer. Oh, meu Deus.
There's no end to this.
Force my blade.
Ai, ai.
The hunter.
Oz, reveal by...
You're one with my.
The hunter.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever...
From whence you came.
Que fácil. Pô. Ah, tem que falar com a pessoa. Pô.
Thank you.
I was...
I understand. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Ju. I never expected that. Is there anything that you lack?
Wait a moment. Actually,
Oh?
do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The
Mano.
kind that you can use to store snacks.
Porquê que a Paimon quer um presente todo bonitinho? Eu só quero chegar lá acima e matar o Child. É só isso que eu quero.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping. Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great!
Ok, onde é que é o... Pessoal, vocês querem que ponha uma música ou uma cena assim? Uma música, sei lá, qualquer coisa. Vamos ouvir o áudio do Daniel.
Genshin Impact-chill.
Daniel é tão gay. Que gay. Não, não, Daniel, não. Não, 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 não. Não. Daniel é tão gay. Vocês ouviram? Olha! Ricardo! Oh, Ricardo, é verdade. Tu fizeste anos ontem, não foi? Ricardo, fizeste anos ontem, não foi? Parabéns atrasados, mano. Parabéns atrasados. Ah, não. Não. Ah, ok. Desculpa. Desculpa. Não, é que eu vi uma publicação tua e eu vi qualquer coisa tipo parabéns e eu fiquei tipo... eu vou mandar os parabéns depois eu esqueci. 19 de maio só. Ah, então ainda falta. Ainda falta bem da tempo.
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Vamos nós. Mais uma
there!
cutscene de
A
bosta.
guy called...
Uncle Meng already told many of the best goods in our store were found. Here, this container is itself an antique,
Lá está em
with at least
4K.
140
Não
years
está em
of history.
4K, mas está em HD.
Yep. It's great!
Ricardo está fazendo quantos anos? 21, acho.
Hang on a moment.
20.
Could we borrow...
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar...
Oh, yes. You might want to...
Woohoo!
É, mano.
It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've...
Mano, estava 3 pessoas, subiu para 1.
Jewelry's out of stock.
Que droga é esta, mano? O Ricardo já pode ser preso. Ah, não falo isso para ele, que ele fica deprimido. Vou dar dislike. Sou diferente. Tá bem. Cada um tem a sua opinião. Não podemos. Não podemos dizer nada, né? Chamar Ricardão para vir fumar ali. Coitado do Ricardo. Coitado, mano. Ai, vou só aqui encostar aqui a porta. Olha para esta paisagem maravilhosa, gente. Isto sim é um jogo. Coloca um rap de Naruto. Eu posso pôr uma música, mas eu não vou conseguir ver os comentários. Esse é o problema. Ah, pera, não. Consigo ver sim. Consigo. Calma. Eu posso pôr no iTunes da Apple. Música. É verdade. Espera aí, gente. Espera aí. Vamos lá ver. Vamos lá aqui pesquisar. Chill Music. Não, vamos para a música de Naruto. Eia, mano, música de Naruto, tipo velhos tempos, estão a ver? Ah, bacana. Vamos ouvir esta. Que nojo, não. Pior ainda. Pode ser esta.
Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil. There are other means to the same end, but they are not the true way.
Vocês estão a ouvir?
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How?
It's not convenient to...
Ah, well said.
Yep.
Não, esta música não. Esta música não combina com isto. Não combina. Vamos por música de chill, é melhor. Uma playlist. Playlist. Quero uma playlist. Porra. Uau, não encontro. Vontade de matar-me. Pode ser. Ah, pera, mas isto tem copyright. Não. Está bom. Tem um bocadinho de copyright, mas não é aquela coisa de copyright. Ah, mano, vou sair. Vou fumar com tu é. Tu é doido. Tu é gay, mano. Chama o Ricardão.
And yet the code they use.
Bola de 12. Ah, vamos nós. Música gay. Não gosto. Não encontro músicas boas no iMusic. Que nojo. Ok, pessoal, cutscene. Ok, cutscene. Já vou pôr música.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyan Karst.
Ai, essa voz excita. Não pode
It's neat. Since this is our first meeting,
Olá, bebê.
we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks.
Ah,
It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
que voz tão inglesa, tão
Oh no,
bonita.
it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain.
Mano, a voz dela
From
é
this
muito
vantage
bonita.
point, one may
Achei.
survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
What?
One
Já
day,
transportamos.
I believe it will overshadow all 7. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade
Teletransportados
Chamber.
com 6.
But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
Pois é.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Ooh.
At the Guizhang Ballista.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this
Mano,
altitude.
Olha para as unhas dela, mano. Tem medo.
Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti.
Well. Ok, antes de ir falar com ela, a gente vai explorar um bocadinho este sítio lindo. Uou! Uau! Ok, isto é muito bonito. This very beautifully. Uau! Ok, vamos falar com ela. O que é que eu tenho no meu passo de batalha? O que é que eu tenho? Ah, tá. Ok. Ok. Vamos falar com ela.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
A Guerra de Arcontes. Sim, já ouvi falar.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago.
Isso eu não sabia.
In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war.
Caraças, então pera, o Rex Lapis é um dos arcontes dos 7. Ou seja, Rex Lapis igual a Xiangli, ou seja, Xiangli... Deus do... Oh shit.
Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that.
Mano, que os caras não estão a existir.
Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later.
Escreve
Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before.
Ah, então pera, isto é sempre substituição? É tipo, morre um, vai ser outro substituto.
Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really... That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do, hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back. To play the spider while our foes scurry.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
Child.
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Okay.
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are...
Tap me. Vamos lá para dentro. Bacana. Ai, amor, como é que deve ser lá dentro? Deve ser incrível. Deve ser mesmo tipo lindo. Deve ser sexy. Muito sexy. Oh, Daniel, eu acho que tu és um bocadinho gay. Não sei porquê.
Wowee! What a huge hall!
Uau.
I've never seen such a fancy place before.
Ok, quero uma casa assim no meu futuro, ok? Tá bem? Pode ser? Sim, ó. Toda bonitinha. Tal. Se depois quiseres ajuda para fazer o child diz. Dá para fazer com 2? Não sabia.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Diversão.
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets.
Ela fica boss semanal e podes fazer tipo play.
But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware. If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
Eu gostava de casar-me contigo.
But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want... Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been... I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Eu suponho que os fatui.
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from... I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily... With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one of...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one...
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! Let's see... One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole
Ela só pensa em dinheiro,
Let's
mano.
grab one, the biggest one.
Escolha um pedaço. Escolha um pedaço. Ok.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Sigil of permission. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a cheesy. Oh, Ningguang did but research on this. Speaking of which.
Então vamos lá.
Oh. Well,
Bora.
Oh, so you're saying.
Não, eu quero ir.
That's
pô.
way out of pocket.
Estou
Anyway.
farto desta conversa, Rita. Mais uma missão concluída. 30 gemas, bacana. Seu chá croquete. Uau, isto é tão bonito. Mas, gente, digam-me lá. Eu gostava de viver aqui, mano. Andar sonho. Fogo. Bora. Sim. Vamos ouvir o áudio do coisa. Aí. Ainda bem que não sou gay, né? Ainda bem. Ainda bem que não sou gay. Ainda bem. Graças a Deus, né? Graças a Deus. Eia, tão longe. Tão longe. Ih, aconteceu aqui um bug incrível. Lá vamos nós. Eu vou pôr uma musicazita. Ia, pode ser... Não, não, não. Pode ser este. Aqui para ali. Porquê que eu sinto que o chave vai aparecer? Não sei porquê, mas eu tenho pressentimento disso. Quem é que mandou? Grava Roblox, Smax. Mano, eu não gosto de Roblox, mano. E já agora bem-vindo à stream. Eu não gosto muito de Roblox. E eu jogava quando era pequeno, no PC.
There really were for 2 echolocation written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
Flash freeze, chill to the bone.
From whence you came!
E eu vou perder vida à toa. Ai ai.
Let's end this quickly.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Ai,
The scourge of evil remains.
não, isto não é fácil. Tem um jogo chamado Shinobi Life que agora é assim. Eu não sou um fã de Roblox, não me leves a mal. Já gostei, é verdade. É muito difícil. São todos
By
muito
royal
malucos.
decree.
Disappear!
Ai ai!
Let the show begin. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Windblade!
By royal
I guess this is it.
by
Submit for judgment.
The loneliness of death.
Bem, agora tenho que ter cuidado.
Let's dance!
Deixar este aqui passar.
Let's move.
Chamar a atenção porque eles são muito fortes. E se tiver pelo menos 3 eu morro logo. Pois eu tenho combate. It makes sense for me. Ok, peraí. Tenho que matá-los. Não tenho hipótese.
One with my blade.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
No slacking off!
From whence you came.
Mas, espera, que? Ah, ok. Pois. Esqueci-me desta parte
One
da
with my
cura.
blade.
I'll protect us! Oz reveal!
This one's well done. You need to hurry up. Roasted fry. This one's well done. You need to hurry up.
One with my...
Roasted fry.
Mano, estou a dar pouco dano, mano. Depois tenho que melhorar o meu personagem.
From whence you came.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Perfeito. Oi, desculpem.
Paimon? But how did it... Oh, how... Maybe being able to channel divine power... The last stop on our rite of parting preparation. Let's go...
Depois melhorar os meus personagens. Está... Ok. Calma.
By royal decree!
Cara, será que temos a Downtown de transporte? Não. Quer dizer, temos. Mas não faz grande diferença. Bom dia, grupo. Olha o Bray. Olá, Bray. Bom dia. Tudo bem? Parece que está muito alto. Não. Oh shit, por que eu vim para aqui? Shit. Vou chegar lá em cima. What? Acertei. Next. Ah! Ah não, lá, cai! Reis. Vou saltar. E eu.
This realm is no
Really?
home for a princess.
Sério? Really? Mano, sabes que eu vou-te deixar? Tira o que eu disse. Desculpa. Prometo não te deixar. Vamos casar os dois e tal. Maravilhoso. Casal lindo. Ok. Só que não, eu vou fugir de ti porque eu não tenho paciência de lutar contra ti. Não tenho mesmo paciência. Olha os Jiangli! Os Jiangli!
Right on time.
Olá, Eve.
I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty. And
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
she's super rich and so generous. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She
Mano,
said
ele também mora de
time of
CBD,
the
estão a ver?
adept I have.
Literalmente.
No respect. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most.
The Jade Chamber is only.
Why, Mora, of course.
Lol.
All Ningguang talked
In
about
terms
was the
of money,
Fatui and the
we
Fatui
don't
hat.
have money.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be...
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
glaze lilies? Oh, right!
No. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them.
Cantar.
Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing?
Eu sou profissional, apenas não.
Really?
We'll only know once.
Lá vamos ouvir ela cantar. Lá 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 lá. Canta, filho. Canta.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da
não.
da da
não.
da da.
Não. Sério? Sério, da Bárbara? Really?
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
From whence you came.
Swift and merciful.
Come on, we can do it!
Oh shit. Shit.
Let's dance!
Ai. Agressivos.
Submit for judgment. Force my blade.
Juro
But
que
how? But how?
By royal decree!
são tão fortes, mano. Mano. Shit.
By royal decree!
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Disappear.
Feito. Pô, tava difícil.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Apocalypse.
This little monster is... The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with...
Well,
Oi,
Unfortunately...
that's so... Excuse me.
olha. Olha quem tá aqui.
Are you searching for glaze? Oh, hey! It's... What's-her-face? Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still Ah! That reminds me. Well, it sure would have been better. Didn't I tell you the way? Nope. We found the way on our own. Oh, I see. Uh-oh. Huh. She's acting different from the first time we met. Oh, well, I met you at that... You came all the way out here... Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens... Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days... Oh... No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my... When the Archon War came to its end... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun,
não sabe é que
are no longer the
ele
same...
teve.
Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first...
So what do you think of this? Fair...
Huh? As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually... Huh? Did you... Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as I also know where...
We dare...
Oh, so did you... Indeed, I did. Wow, so you really... No, it is you who... If you would excuse me, I should return to my work.
And that just... Given the ease of picking glaze...
Yeah, Paimon can...
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Tá bem. Bem, bora. Primeiro, preciso de depois de ir ali, ué. Sure. tenho que ir fazer. Desculpem pela cena preta que apareceu. Preciso fazer uma cena. Ok. Ok. Isto também preciso de fazer. Mas isto eu posso. O que é isto? Ok. Depois tenho que fazer isto, que isto aumenta bué. Ai, isto aumenta muito. Vamos fazer aqui os outros. Isto é o quê? Recarga de energia. Isto dá ataque, que a gente já tinha visto. Pois este aqui é que não presta, é verdade. Infelizmente, é verdade. Isto também não presta. Eu não ando a valorizar muito este gajo, mas que tenho que ver depois melhorar um pouco este. Tu não tens, pois, não tens quase nada de jeito, né? Isto depois posso aumentar depois. E eu vou ter muito ataque neste personagem. Caraças. E olha que não está tudo evoluído, né? Da falta. Se Deus quiser, este personagem vai ter muito ataque. Se Deus quiser, né? Pois, porque aquela parte tem só defesa. É um cocó. Literalmente. Pelo menos aquele tem dano de crítico, né? Melhor do que nada. Vou oferecer aquelas 5 estrelas porque isto aqui não presta, né? É uma flor. Não sei se vende. Este aqui posso. Este aqui não. Cocó. Pode ir também. Fica a nível 10. Não me queixo mais. Tenho que melhorar. E pronto. Mano, a música até dá para ouvir, mas não dá muito. Triste.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
Pessoal, antes de eu entrar no grupo do boas. Digam olá à stream.
Essa stream.
É pá, agressivo pá.
Foda-se, estou puto com esta merda.
O que é que se passou?
O que é que se passou? Fez a porra de um artefacto Em vez, tinha que vir tudo menos defesa ou defesa ou vida, vejo tudo vida.
A tua voz está na stream. Okay.
Tá.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith.
Vá lá, vamos falar com os Fatui. Então, mas puto, isso é normal, o que é que queres fazer?
Normal o caralho, a minha pizza.
Shut up,
mano. Defesa. Não, eu desisto. Não, mano, uma defesa, cara. Vai-te a foder, cara. Que piada, mano. Não, mas vai precisar de ataque, é bom também. Vê ataque. Ah, mano. Vê ataque e porcentagem de ataque, ok. Ah, mano, foda-se. É mesmo assim, caralho, foda-se. Agora está mesmo a brigar com a minha cara. Vida, defesa dano crítico, não me engano.
Aí, mano, tens a voz bué da alta. Podes diminuir um bocadinho a voz, Paulo, de nível microfone da Play.
The Adepti do not acknowledge
Tá
the
bom,
G-Cell.
tá.
Só
They only
bocadinho.
acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands.
Lá vai Paulinho.
Yet it's because of
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing.
Pois, não me
She
admira.
proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance?
Aí, a voz do Zhongli, esquece, mano.
Neither
Quem me dera
path
ter
is
esta
an easy
voz.
one.
Valha-me
Oh,
Deus.
by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Estás aí,
Having
Tomás?
connections with the Fatui seems to be quite
Paulo,
the double-edged
estás aí?
sword.
O Paulo está aziado.
what does Zhongli
O Paulo está com
mean
azia.
by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's
Vamos
anyone
encontrar o
that wants
Child.
to, he
Nice.
must be waiting for the.
Eu gosto do
Where
Child.
can we find him now?
Depende. Não é verdade. O Child às vezes é um bocadinho maluquinho da tal. Então é porque é Fatui, né? É, vamos. Missão cumprida. Oh. Tenho preguiça de subir as escadas. Subir as escadas é complicado. Ok, por aqui. Oi, o jogo travou.
Ai.
Então, Paulo. Paulo.
Eu nem digo nada deste jogo, eu nem digo nada.
É, mas não, isso não quer dizer que não fales comigo, pô. Eu tenho sentimentos.
Vai deixar cheio da moscas. Caralho, tomando com essa merda.
Isto é só um jogo, mano, tem calma.
Pode ser só um jogo, e a pista também é um jogo também.
Também é um jogo que tu dás praticamente o teu cu para ter lendários.
Não, isso aí é outra coisa.
Pois, mas tens que praticamente...
Isso é tendo sorte. Tá? Isso é tendo sorte Essa cara é personagem 5 estrelas, por isso. Tem culpa de ser tão sortudo.
A sorte não se tem, trabalha-se.
Ah, sabe que também trabalha? A minha pista também trabalha.
Ai, eu acho que vou lutar contra o Shell. Ok.
Ah, foda-se o chá, não foi o chá no meu cu. Fio no cu.
É, mas não faz assim do Child.
Foda-se o chá, é um lixo. Vamos a provar na peida. Foda-se.
Não faz assim do Child, pá. Coitado.
Cachorro. Cavalo. Cavalo.
Cavalo. Mamma mia, Marcello, quanto dici? Come here? Mamma mia. É, mas não faz assim do Child. Foda-se, Child. Oh, isto é tão fixe. Oh my god, as pessoas que estão a assistir isto. Quantas pessoas estão a assistir? Ok, duas. Ok. Pessoal, aproveitam que isto é a melhor parte do jogo. Aviso já. Oh, vamos lá contra o Child, tão gostoso. Toque uma só, uma hora e estaremos ocupados. Exato. Oh, aquilo é dinheiro. Oh, dinheiro. Só um modzinho. Só um modzinho. Paulo, estás a ver a stream, por acaso?
Ah não, eu estou jogando.
Ah, ok. Pois. A Paimon só quer saber de dinheiro e comida. Ai, a mano, isto... Ai, que arena tão gostosa. Oh. FBI, open the...
Cavalo.
Ok, vamos lá ver. Provavelmente a gente vai encontrar agora o Child, né? Penso eu. Vamos nós.
É, só digo uma coisa, diverte.
Eu sei. Olha, pronto.
Esse aí é fodido. Quer dizer, eles tiraram a eles abaixaram um bocadinho a dificuldade dessa porra. Estava muito complicado. No modo história.
Olha o Child.
I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself.
Pronto, lá vem.
Now, you're nothing but dross. And you're in
O quê? Um bando de incompetentes sem valor? Eu sou muito forte, mano.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be stopping the more immense, hiding away the Exuvia?
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside?
Já agora quantas pessoas estão a assistir live?
11 Fatui Harbingers. It's my she will
Só?
get that which she desires.
Não sei porquê, mas...
I'm not asking for your blessing.
Consegues divulgar, Paulo?
Agora estou no meio do jogo, agora não posso.
Sim, mas divulgar, consegues, não?
É, eu antes conseguia, só que eu já não estou em grupos para divulgar canais, por isso.
We now come to my favorite part, the battle.
Aí uma batalha, bora. Vamos ter uma batalha contra o Child. Bora!
Olha, prepara o cozinho.
Prepara o cozinho.
Prepara o cozinho. Vais a mochar.
She left the scene once instead of confronting you directly. She chose to rely on this. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again.
Exato.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good.
Sim.
I won't kill you, traveler. I'll just play along to feel the thrill of battle.
Oh, mano. Vou-te partir o focinho todo,
you can never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But
ora,
try to relish the fight anyway.
Mano, aí estragaste o bagulho todo.
Olha o gajo a rir-se, parece um psicopata. Paulo não. Então você também gostaria de brincar, então que seja, apenas não me desaponte. Tá bem, lá vamos lutar.
Brincar em que sentido?
Bora.
This chance is hard to come by.
Bora,
So
bora.
show me all you
Bora,
got.
bora, bora, bora.
So very few ever get the chance to square off with the
boy,
Fatui
boy.
Harbinger.
Oi,
So
ei,
come now.
ei,
Amuse me.
ei.
And don't you dare disappoint.
Estás enrabado, pronto. Tá. Eu avisei. Mas não me quis ouvir e não consigo. Bora.
Ai, ele é muito forte.
Ai, que rico. Ai, que culo. Ai, que culo. Eu não acho que mais deu.
You've made some
Oi,
progress.
ei, Zé, calma.
Try this.
Ai, porra.
Not bad. Guess I should take you more seriously.
Tinha que ter aquela bruxa
No
chata.
wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out.
Fuck.
Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might
Ui.
of the Harbinger.
Não. Calma. Anda. E o gajo vai usar. Ui. Ui.
All you do is run.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Acabar de estar aqui.
You've got some skills. One with my
Devias ter mais um healer. Pois, eu sei.
Got you. Wind blade.
Ok. Está a crashar muito. What? Vocês viram?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite.
Parece que na fase dele.
Uh-oh. FPA, eu pandador.
Agora diverte.
Uh-oh.
Agora é essa a terceira fase, não é?
Uh-oh.
A partir do chão. Está fugindo, meu parceiro.
Ai, caraças.
Está fugindo. Agora virou o bicho. É o bicho, vou te devorar. Quando lançou.
Pronto, lá vai ele pegar no Rex Lápis, só que não vai conseguir.
Ela foi entrolado. Porque o Rex Lápis é os omnívoros.
You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected.
Uh-oh.
Well then, I'll be taking Morax's no.
Vai tomar no cu, vai tomar no cu.
Rex Lápis está...
Rexona, nunca falha.
Paulo, deixa-me não ouvir, por favor.
You beat me to it, didn't you?
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Ele vai partir o chão. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pronto, lá vai a forma BDS dele. Toda bacana. Oh. Shit, que BDS! O 11º dos Fatui. Uau.
Tá, mulher.
This is going to cost you.
Oh shit. Eu vou cair!
Ai, caralho. Eu vou cair! Ai, caralho.
Bora, filhão.
Vai, filhão!
Mano, ele tem muito arte de ser BDS. Juro. Tem muito BDS. Vamos nós. Bora.
You got to the gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the gold mouse to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the gnosis over, now. Don't make me take it from you.
Fuck! Ow! Ah, o jogo crashou. Tá bem. Ai, o jogo crashou. Parabéns. Parabéns. Deu um erro no servidor.
Aconteceu uma coisa muito
ovo.
inesperada. Aconteceu uma cena muito inesperada.
O que é que foi?
não
Isto
consigo.
fugiu.
Não, uma coisinha bem pior. Fuck. Oh mano, eu sou muito estúpido. Já disse isso.
Off we go. A touch of frost.
Ai caraças. Oh mano. Oh.
Die.
Oh.
Calma, não tem gasgos, tá? Não tem gasgos.
Ai.
Ai, Nicola, eu quero mamar.
Ai, mano, estás tão gay. Já disse isso.
Oi, a mim tem coração.
É que andava lá. Andava lá.
É uma Moby Dick.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Lá vou eu.
É, esse é um one shot, cuidado.
É, pois, já
Vai
me
para a vala!
Já me voy.
E morreu. Mãe, eu só tenho pão e morreu.
Preciso de stamina.
Motherfucker. Não. Ora, ora.
Ora, caneco, tchá.
Ora, Davi.
Ai, caraças.
Die.
Ui.
Ai, caralho.
Everybody stand back.
Eu posso levar a arma do Baidu? Baidu, o meu amor, tô aqui. Mamma mia. Marcello, what is it? What you doing? I'm holding the pistol. Mamma mia.
Ok, deixa-me estar atento ao...
Ah, bom, desculpa.
Fuck. Ai, eu estou tão lixado.
Posso para outra
Oh
vez?
shit.
Bora, opa. Olha. Deu 50? Vamos.
Ok, quer dizer, eu vou ganhar, mas tipo... Isto... Mano, este gajo é muito badass. Não é hipótese. A sorte é que eu vou conseguir matá-lo. Já consegui. Fogo, este gajo é muito forte, desculpa lá. Olha, perdeste. És um cocó, Shell.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to It
Não é hora de
seems
nos
the burden
acalmar.
of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against
Ei,
one
vou ser amigo de um fatui. Nem morto.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way
Fatui
to
bom é
make
fatui
friends.
morto.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes.
Vai ficar best friend forever.
To say the least.
Não?
É, literalmente vou ser amigo de um fatui.
It seems that the
Eu
guardian
realmente não
deity
estava à
of the
espera
capital
disto.
of commerce
Não
is
vou
also
mentir.
well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts.
Não vou mentir, é
As
verdade.
such, we must now look to our
backup plan?
Não é mentira, é verdade, eu não minto. Aqui tem coragem.
The truth
Que ter
is,
coragem.
the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong.
Tu até vais ser o babysitter do irmão dele. Aí é. Não quer mais nada.
Só falta te ir ao cu. Não aqui nada.
Osile, Overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of... Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Ele vai te comer o cu.
Indeed. The one that was given to you, with the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well.
Melhor parte agora. É a melhor parte? Ai, tu chamas isto de melhor parte? Feedback do jogo. Bem-vindo já agora, Ruben. Não sei quem tu és, mas bem-vindo. Obrigado por assistir. Por estás a assistir. Lá veio o bicho papão. Por acaso parece. É o bicho papão mesmo. É o bicho papão.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Run.
He's already gone. That guy is fast.
Angélica comeu teu cu.
Uh-oh. Holy...
Uhul!
Holy shit.
Omae wa mou shinderu.
Nani?
Nani?
Pá, tens problemas graves.
Demência, entendeu? Demência.
Mano, você tem demência. Bem, lá vamos nós lutar contra aquele Zeca, todo mamado. És meu amigo, mano, na PS. Acho que já sei quem és, Ruben. Se for assim, acho que sei. Acho.
Paimon's exhausted.
Caraças, ganda bicho.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying... Did we make it in time? Is the over...
What are
Hello,
you
Xiao.
doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti.
Faced with the calamity of such
Oh, Paimon...
It's not just you. We've got... Which is why we must...
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago.
Mesmo.
So will the power of the Cheese...
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is...
What? Wait, all of you
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Cheese Sing did once research the map, and as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guage. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mech?
I suppose this is one blessing. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here, we haven't a moment to spare.
Deixa de ser cura.
Yep.
Olha o bichinho, moleque. Ih, olha lá. Caraças. Uou. Cutscene muito bem feita. Gostei. Paulinho. É um assistente da minha stream. Aí a caraças.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong ballista!
Ah, vamos nós. Como? Não me perguntem. Porque... Oh, ok. Ficamos com a vida toda cheia. É justo.
Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
My duty.
By royal decree.
Ora, nice. Está a dar vontade de jogar. Tem platina. Platina? Como assim platina? Não percebi.
Sem troféu de platina? Tem.
Tem. Mas é muito difícil. Já. Não é tão fácil quanto tu pensas.
That is Osial's divine power.
Olha o céu.
I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Ah, tem cuidado. Cuidado. Este gajo diz.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How dare. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Oh shit.
One with my blade.
The ancient gods attacking again. There are so many between
Oh shit. Oh
The
shit.
scourge of evil for me.
Lá vou eu. Puxar croquetes.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Bora, Requesão, só para puxar croquetes.
Sabes que eu já morri, tipo, basicamente.
Take this.
Olha.
Yeah.
Mano, outra vez o mesmo erro, mano. Estou fora. Erro de conexão. Está bonito, tá?
Next. Acredito. Só estás a ver, estou num nível que tipo. Pronto, está bem. Cheguei ao nível há pouco tempo, é verdade, mas é super difícil, tu não estás nem a ver. Olha o dano que eu estou a receber. Já morri. Literalmente. Já perdi um personagem.
Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
Shit.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Mano, isto é. Não dá. Mano, os gajos. Ai, que caraças. Não tenho hipótese. Literalmente. Não tenho hipótese. Isto é super difícil.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Os gajos estão-me a dar poderes, acho eu. Fuck, 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 fuck. Não, 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 não.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Oh, meu Deus. Ok, bora. Next. Temos outro. Ok. Ai, este também aqui, tipo, pá, caga. Literalmente. Ai, desafio fracassado. Fuck. Estava aí tão bem. Oh, Paulo. Isto é bastante difícil. Só isso que eu digo. Isto é mais difícil do que lutar contra o Child. Fogo. Ai, eu tenho que ir para lá novamente. Ai, estás-me a ouvir? Quando tu morres tens que voltar lá. Quê? Isto está tão mal feito, mas pronto. Ah, o Paulo saiu. Está-se bem. Vamos lá voltar. Ah, vamos nós. Ok, vamos lá novamente.
According to Cook, excuse me.
Yes.
It's not convenient to.
Ah, well said.
Yep.
And yet the code they...
If we hadn't happened.
What are you?
Huh? Hold on.
Faced with the calamity.
Oh, Paimon.
It's not just you, which is why we must.
So the Archon. So will the power.
We've already discussed.
What?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did, and as fate would have. For what could you?
So be it. We haven't a moment to.
Ah, vai ela fazer aquela cutscene toda mamada, blá blá blá. Que até é bacana de se ver. É bonito.
Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
A touch of frost.
Let's move.
Spirit flame.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day.
Off we go.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Wind blade.
I miscalculated.
Next, bora. Next. Fila.
That is Osial's divine power. I am
Uh-oh.
very
No.
Be careful not to get hit.
Wow. Be careful, mas tipo... Ok.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
In this
The ancient gods attack me again! There are so many between too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time of Julian Cars! Wow! It's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really
Olha o Tats.
strong!
Olha o Tats.
looks like I...
One with my blade. Submit for judgment.
This should be my word.
Fuck.
Why do they never miss?
Let's move. This is like... Yes! This is it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Ia tão rápido, mano. Caralho.
You are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Submit for judgment.
Get out of here! Here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Tá fazendo a campanha? Sim, tô. Tô sim.
Shadow Ravens, let night fall!
From whence you came!
This should be fun. Get out of my way. My duty at an end.
Depois da campanha vou terminar a stream. O que mais foi interesse.
Wings of darkness, come!
Disappear!
Over here!
Wind blade!
Over here!
From whence you came!
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Everybody stand back!
Nice. Let's go, boy. Woo! Beleza.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Kaboom.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Meteoros! Giro. Vai muita gente morrer.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
Hey.
What is the meaning of this?
Bora.
I understand.
Traveler, lend
demon.
me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Boom. Pessoal, alguém tira print. We made it! Woo. Nice. Pensei que ia ser mais difícil, mas quem sou eu, né? Quem sou eu? Só spoiler de qualidade. Estás a receber spoiler. Coitado. Rezo quando tiver a PlayStation 5. A parte do Genshin Impact acelera mais rápido.
Finally over?
Espero que seja.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the sigil of it will be some time before the overlord of...
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation. At first, it was only the size of... It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know... 3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
Uh-oh.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only...
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Exato.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adept. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the... Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us.
Ooh.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there.
Aww.
Everyone was
Que
there.
fofinha.
When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest, thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern ride.
Ritual das Lanternas, bora.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Vais poder participar, não quer saber.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
É, Adepti, então... Ai.
Okay.
Oh, deixaste a miúda triste, coitada.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found, and though the time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed, Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit...
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Exato.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the conqueror of demons means.
Mano, a voz
The city of
deles
Liyue
é...
has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death?
Pois.
Paimon doesn't get it.
É assim.
But isn't
Eu
the
sei.
strongest lead we have the
Mas não vou dar spoiler.
parting that we're organizing?
Procurar Zhongli, pois claro. Ah, não, spoiler. Não, não
For
posso.
him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Sorry. Eu não gosto de ser spoiler. E a cidade foi toda destruída. Não, não foi não. Quer dizer, foi sim. Mas não foi muito. Tipo, what the fuck. Foi um bocadinho, vá. Yeah, foi um bocadinho. Um bocadinho... Um bocadão. Barqueira. Vamos falar com a barqueira.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please...
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong... Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack? We had better go and make...
Lá vamos ter ao Banco do Norte. Que nós... Fatui. Yeah, que fatui bom é fatui morto. Odeio os fatui. Quando estiver no reino deles, quando houver a atualização que vai aparecer o reino dos fatui, dizer eu vou chegar lá, mãe, vou partir aquilo tudo. Vai virar para o diaço. Cuide. Qual é a graça de falar com fatui? Se os fatuis são os nossos inimigos. Quero que eles se lixem. Que vão se encher de moscas. Bois.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And... You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of bards, was it? Ah, right. I imagine that it...
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, so it might be best to...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit...
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Exato.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Okay.
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to
Agora
chat
que eu
once I'm
reparei.
through here.
Pessoal, eu acho que não era má ideia para os Fatui, né? Acho ótima ideia para os Fatui.
Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed.
Não, tu não vais... Não, Zhongli, não lhe dê... Não lhe dês... Não, eu sei que vai dar, mas... Não.
How sanctimonious.
What? So, no, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out...
Gathering all the forces that
Quer
have
matar
been
esta
bubbling
gaja.
behind the scenes.
Vai virar
And
pó
then
de talco,
stirring them
mano.
together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see. Am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Hey.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was... Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Senora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague child, just as I had requested. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing.
No.
I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Pronto, e os fatores ficaram a vencer, ganda as pernas. Continuando.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair...
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Tenho que perguntar mais alguma coisa.
So, Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with...
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any...
You're...
Bem, pessoas, vamos acabar por aqui. Foi bom enquanto durou. Não sei quantas horas foram. 2. Tá porra. Bem. This the end, my guy. Fiquem bem, pessoas. Obrigado por assistirem.